Hello everyone, welcome to another AFL Supercoach video for which I will be discussing the relevant players from Brisbane, Essendon, Geelong and GWS. Now, all of these teams share the same bye. They have the round 16 bye, but they also have an early bye. So, yeah, we probably don't want to start too many of these guys. Probably look to upgrade to them after they've had their early bye. But before we get into that, follow me on X at Supercoach Loch, and also join my Supercoach Loch Open League, code number 586385, and get the Podmasters vs Public 201479, where the winner of that league gets a Supercoach ring, which is pretty cool. Alright, without any further ado, let's get into the Brisbane Lions first. We'll start off with the defenders. We've got Dane Zorko at 595.1k, no longer available as a forward. He's at his top price, I reckon. So he's not value. Not to say he would be a terrible pick, because you're paying 595 and you're still getting what's the average that just off the top of my head, 110 average or something like that. But he is 36 years old. Could he be a possible upgrade target? Well, he's one that'll be on my watch list. Not going to start him, though. Kitty Coleman. Now, he's 269.1k. Not sure if he's playing the start of the season. I've heard he is, or he'll be right to go. He'll be right opening round. He'll be right by gather round. Yeah, I'm not sure, but keep an eye out on him. If he's starting, he's one to consider. As that D4, D5 sort of position. But he is quite injury prone, though. A bit of durability concerns there. Next on the list, I've got Tom Doedee, 256.8k. Missed all of last year with injury. He'll be as the third tall defender. I reckon there's Kitty Coleman would probably be if he is playing, would be a better option at that price, or maybe even like a Josh Sin or something like that. Playing off halfback. So I probably wouldn't go there. Next, we've got Shadow Brain. I just put him there because, he has a cool name. All right, on to the midfielders now. We've got Lockie Neal at the top, 645.9k. He should be a top 8 midfielder, but he has been, he was targeted as a tag target by other teams last year, and which produced some low scores. So maybe you could target him after one of those low scores. I haven't had a proper look at his fixture yet in regards to tags. Maybe that'll be my next video, the taggers. But he's definitely one that I would look as an upgrade target. Next, we've got Josh Dunkley at 602.3k. Got him in my keeper league, so hope he goes well. Top 8 midfielder, not quite sure. Could push maybe top 12. But definitely one to keep an eye on because he won't get tagged. So if you're going to want to get him, he'd be a good pick as an upgrade target. Hugh McLuggage, 528.5k. He's one of those high ceiling, low floor types. I'm probably going to pass. Probably going to pass. But with this new flex position, that suits these type of guys. Possibly later in the year. All right, next we've got Will Ashcroft, 441.2k. He's an absolute gun. Norm Smith medalist. He's cheap he could be a cheap primo. He's one that is definitely on my watch list. Not on my side at the moment, but watch list because there's just another guy, a proven guy, Clayton Oliver, who's about 10k more, and he has the history behind him. But could you go both? Yeah, well, why not? Levi Ashcroft, Will's brother. 185.5k. Thanks to the clubs that didn't bid on him early, so we got him slightly cheaper. He could have been potentially 210k or whatever Sam Laylor is. But no, we've got him at a discount at about 18k. He's one that, watch him through the preseason, Brisbane are a strong team, so it could be pretty hard for, even someone like a Levi Ashcroft, who by all reports is, just as good, if not better than his brother. But he could slowly come in. Does he even start? Could he be the sub? Because Brisbane is such a strong team. But, we'll keep an eye out on that. And we've got Sam Marshall here, 113.5k. I wouldn't think he would start early, but, maybe later in the year, maybe could be a decent downgrade option. All right, now onto the rucks. So I'm not going to spend too much time here. 517.3k. Yeah, is he back from shoulder injury? Yeah, I don't know if he's going to start, but I wouldn't pick him anyway. And Darcy Fort, well, he could be an interesting option if the Big O was out. Big O's Oscar McInerney, obviously, by the way. Yeah, but it would probably be a pass. And now onto the forwards. Now we've got Cam Rayner here, 422.6k. Another one of those high floor, lower ceiling types. Probably a pass, or maybe even look to upgrade. Once we've got 23 premiums. Same with Zach Bailey. Lower floor, high ceiling type. Devon Robertson. Now he's cheap, and he's also available as a midfielder. 121.2k. Is he in the best 22? Well, he wasn't last year, and yeah, it's going to be with Levi Ashcroft coming in, to be even harder for him to come in. So I would say no. And even if he was to come in, he'd be sub risk. Same with Tunstall. He played a few games last year. He's 119.9k, also available as a midfielder. Best 22, sub risk. See Devon Robertson. Now we've got Brandon Ryan here. I'll put here 119.9k. Joe Danaher's retired, so could he take his place? I know they got Sam Day from the Gold Coast, but he's just a little sneaky one to look out for. All right, so yeah, that's it from the Lions. All right, now on to the Essendon Bombers, my boys. Whoops, what happened there? All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Now, on to my boys, the Essendon Bombers. They have the buys in round 14 and 16. So, yeah, the latest of the early buys, and like all the other teams in this video, round 16. Yeah, we've got, well, you might say, wow, that's a lot of, backmen you're considering here from Essendon. Well, maybe it's my Essendon bias, perhaps, but not all these guys are going to get a game. Well, we're going to get at the same time anyway. But anyway, let's start off with Nick Martin at 566k. Wow, what a roller coaster ride he was last year. Started him, I traded him out, and then brought him back in, and I was just nervous every time he got the ball. Like there was some times where he'd get the ball on the wing and kick it in the second row of the crowd. So that was pretty frustrating. But he could play in a variety of positions. He could play up in the back. He could play on a wing. Could play in the midfield. Could play forward. So while I do think he'll get plenty of possessions and all that sort of thing. I'm not sure if I want to ride that roller coaster again. But we'll have a look definitely. Jordan Ridley. Now, he's 552.6k. I love the guy. But, yeah, he's just had a few injury concerns for the last couple of years. Like, no doubt he can, if he stays on the park, he could be a premium. But, yeah, that just worries me. Like, these calf, hammy, or whatever it is, could go at any time. Yeah, so it's probably a no for me. Andrew McGrath, 514k, probably better options at a similar price. Same goes with Redmond. He's another one of those low floor, high ceiling types. He'll be a pass. Archie Roberts, also that was a midfielder at 338.4k. I've seen him in a couple of teams online. So, yeah, am I going to pick him? No. But I hope he does have a good year, and I don't think he has to clean up his disposal efficiency if he wants to be a bit of a higher score. Jackson Pryor, son of Michael, 169.2k. Is he in the best 22? I think I've read online as well that he could be taking kick-ins as well. He's one to look out for as a bit of a sneaky option. I haven't seen him in many sides, but yeah, something to keep an eye on. A guy that has been in a lot of people's sides, Saad Al Houli, who's also available as a midfielder, 119.9k. He would have played last year, I reckon, off the wing or half back had he not got injured. But from what I hear, I think he was in the A team for a match sim over the weekend. So, yeah, definitely one to watch. And if he's picked, well, yeah, he'll be in my side. Lewis Hayes, 119.9k. Is he best 22? He won't start, but he could be a good future downgrade option if one of our big defenders gets injured, because he's been on the system for a few years now, and yeah, I think it's time to give him a game, especially with Zach Reed. He's a bit injury prone. Speaking of Zach Reed, I haven't got him in here. I must have just forgot, but he's 119.9k as well, and if he's fit, he should be playing. Okay, so keep an eye out of him pre-season. Could we go there again? Oh, I'm not sure if I could. Oh, well, it depends on what other options we have, I guess. All right, so next, onto the midfielders. Now we've got Zach Merritt at the top, 621.1k. He's a gun. He's a top 8 midfielder. Definitely an upgrade target for me. He usually seems to find his way into my side at some point. Darcy Parish at 481.4k. He's underpriced, but he does carry a bit of a durability risk. I think he's had hammies and calves in the past couple of years. Maybe you could start him, and then if you don't like what you see, trade him out in his buy to someone that's already had the buy, because they have the last early buy. So maybe if you don't like what you see, actually no. I was going to say you could trade into Will Day, but Will Day shares the same round 4 buy. Maybe you could say, I don't know, just a Cam Guthrie, for example. I know he's probably another bad example, but you could trade him out if you wanted to. A correction trade. All right. Next, we've got Archie Perkins, who's 348.1k. He's in for a breakout year. I hope so as an Essendon supporter. Do I see him as a Supercoach relevance? Probably not. Better options at a similar price. We've got Elijah Sardis now, 191.2k. Apparently he's been doing pretty well during the preseason. Does he make it into the best 22? Is he a sub-risk still? He's one that definitely on the watch list. All right, onto the rucks. Now, not really too much to discuss here. We've got Draper, Goldie, Nick Bryan, all between 409 and 305k. Reason why I'm not going to consider any of these guys is, well, it's a bit of a merry-go-round here. They'll all play in the ruck at different times. So, yeah, no, we can't pick any of those. All right. Next, finally, onto the forwards. Ben Hobbs at 262.7k, high draft pick. He's plays that at the moment like that half forward, even though he's a bit probably more of a midfielder. But Guelphy, who's playing as that pressure forward, he's injured again, and he'll miss a huge chunk of the first part of the season. So could that open up an opportunity for Ben Hobbs? Not sure, but wait and see. Isaac Kako, available as a midfielder as well, 149.5k. He should play early. Probably play that half forward pockets. He's one that is very high on my list. He's in my side at the moment, actually. But we'll watch him during the preseason and hope he goes well. And we've got Owen Davey Jr. at 146.6k. He's not a high scorer. Pass. All right, now on to the Cats, starting in the defence. Well, they've got the round 3 bye as well as a 16. They shared the round 3 bye actually. That's actually shared by 4 teams. So, what's that? It's Collingwood, Sydney, Brisbane, and Geelong. So anyway, Max Holmes started off 533.9k. Could he have a potential breakout year? He could play halfback, wing, midfield. Just don't know at the moment with the Cats. I don't think he's one that I would definitely consider though. It's just that, again, like all these teams in this video, that early buy is just annoying. Tom Stewart, 521k. Should play more in defence, but other teams do target him though for a tag, and he doesn't always cope very well with that. But he's one to consider. Lawson Humphreys, I've only really put him in here because he was great for me last year as my defensive mid-cover, but he's 418.5k. He's not a top 8 defender, so it's a pass. An interesting one is SDK, Sam DeConing at 361.9k. He's been training as a ruck. Could he play as a number one ruck? Well, I don't trust the Geelong rucks because they've also got. Well, let's just go into the rucks now. All right, they've got Reece Stanley, pass. Tom Conway, pass. All around that 370, 343k mark. Any one of them could play at any time. So, yeah, it's like Essendon. It's a bit of a merry-go-round. And they've also got Blitzarves that can do it as well. So, yeah, it's a pass on all of them for me. We've got midfielders here. We've got Danger, 454.2k. He's not a top 10 midfielder anymore, so he's a pass. Really, appreciate what you've done in the last decade or so in Supercoach, but yeah, no more. We've got Cam Guthrie at 278k. He's cheap, but he's another injury risk, durability risk. But he's one you could consider as a cheapie. You could even bring him in. Actually, no, he'll have a slight price rise at the round 3 buy. You could start him in if you don't like what you see, then you could trade him out, I guess. Jai Clark, 247.4k. Just no. As an owner last year, just no. If you were owner last year too, you'd know why. And Mitch Nevitt at 149.8k. Best 22? Possibly. Sub-risk? Yeah, I think so. I don't trust any of the Geelong rookies, especially after having Dry Clark last year. Well, it's not the rookies I don't trust, it's Chris Scott that I don't trust. But he was quoted as saying, Mitch Nevitt, I hope to make some Supercoach money for my owners. So that was good to hear. But yeah, keep an eye on him during the preseason. All right, let's see if he starts. We'll get a free look at all these guys round 0. I forgot to mention at the top of the video. So yeah, we'll have a look then. All right, now we've done the rucks. So onto the forwards. Jeremy Cameron, 466.1k. Could he be a possible upgrade target? Well, with a lack of forward premiums, could he possibly? Maybe. Not sure, but yeah, I probably wouldn't go there. Bailey Smith, also avails a midfielder, 389.2k, very popular player. He's discounted price, but he's probably not as discounted as I thought it would. Supercoach couldn't make things too easy for us to have him even cheaper. But he's in my team. He's not the lock that I a lot of people think that he is. Then again, he should get a heap of midfield time. He's in my team. We've got Jack Martin at 150.9k. He's cheap, injury risk. Does a new environment help him? He's one that's on my watch list. See how he goes during the preseason. And that is Geelong done. All right, now on to the final team, which is the GWS Giants, who have the round 2 bye. So, even though they play round 0, round 1, their players won't actually have any price rises yet until round 4. So, yeah, keep an eye out on that. Also, remember, they've got a few players that are suspended as well due to, you can, was some sort of postseason antics they got up to. I don't know exactly what, and I'm not going to go into it. But anyway, that could open up some spots for maybe some rookies for the first few weeks. So, yeah, we'll just wait and see. All right, so starting off with the defenders, we've got Lockie Whitfield, who's 598.1k. He'll take kick-ins. He's a distributor of halfback. He's one that I'm highly considering for my team. We've got Harry Himmelberg at 491.7k. I reckon instead of like a top 10, he's more of like your top 20 in defense. So he's that next sort of tier, so it's a pass. Lockie Ash at 456.7k. Could be playing off halfback. He's one to put on the watch list. And you got James Leake at 119.9k. Is he best 22? Well, with all reasons I mentioned before, he could very well get a start. And also the Giants have also had like your Perrymans and not your Lockie Ash. What's the other one? Peatlings, and you've had there's one more, Isaac Come-Go. So, there's plenty of spots available, I believe, for the GWS. All right, now on to the midfielders. Number one, we've got Tom Green at 574.2k. He's a gun. He's an upgrade target. Only issue with him is, he handballs a lot, and when he kicks, it's not always efficient. So, and also that 4 or 5, whatever it was he scored last year, that really hurt. But no, he'd be definitely a good option. Next, we've got Josh Kelly, 538.5k. He's probably around that next tier premium in the midfields. Top 20, I reckon, around about that mark, so it's a pass. Finn Callahan at 441.6k. Does he get more midfield time with some guys leaving? He's one I could consider, but you get paid 10k more and you get Clayton Oliver, so it'd be a no. And you got Cogs at 427.8k. Man, I just wanted you to have a good start to the season with your easy fixture last year, but you let me down, so you're a pass. It's probably not Supercoach relevant anymore anyway, unless he's a forward. All right, on to the rucks. We've got Big Kieran Briggs at 516.3k. It could be a nice pot option, maybe. He probably doesn't score well enough, though. He'd be a pass for me. And then we got Lockie Keefe at 179.8k. He's a forward/backup ruck. It's a pass. And finally, we've got the GWS forwards. We've got Jesse Hogan here, a guy that I should have started with the easy fixture last year, but I wanted to trade in Isaac Heaney. What a bad decision that was. Anyway, enough of that. 497.8k. Coleman Menace from last year. As most key forwards, he's a high ceiling, lower floor type. Could he be good for a flex position? Well, yes, I think so, but not until we're fully upgraded. He'd be a 23rd player. We've got Toby Green at 426.4k. Could he be a possible upgrade target? Could he be a possible top 6 to 8, forward? Maybe. I'll keep an eye on him during the season, but definitely not one I'm starting with. Jake Stringer, 340.2k. He's too inconsistent. It's a pass. Could he be another one of those high ceiling, lower floor types? But you see the lower floor types much more than you do than the highs. We've got Toby Bedford, 330.3k. Not going to pick him, but he could impact some of our midfielders that we want. He's a tagger, so pass. Xavier Halloran, just a name I've thrown in here, 281.5k. With all the departures, could he get more midfield time? He's one on my watch list. We've got Connor Stone at 119.9k. Playing off halfback? Question mark. Watch list. All right, so got to keep an eye out on those preseason games. In the future, between now and the start of the unofficial practice games, I'll do another team reveal, and then I'll probably work on some other stuff as well. All right, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See you. Bye.